Flam, a small village in southwestern Norway known for its fjords, beautiful scenery, dramatic viewpoints, and an impeccable railway system, is one of the best that I've ever visited. As we took off from Bergen, we indulged in 3 types of transports: an hour-long train journey, an hour-long bus ride, and a 2-hour ferry ride. Well, that was a long one. The bus journey started off from Voss until Gudwagen, and it offers some of the best views of the towns that lie between it. From snow-capped mountains to crystal clear rivers with colorful homes propped alongside, our audio-guided bus ride was a perfect start to our trip to Flam. As we prepped to conclude our bus ride, our driver got us excited for the main journey of the ferry ride. And I cannot express how picturesque our ferry ride was. Now on to the stop that we took to board our ferry. Our bus halted amidst snow-sprinkled mountains, and the stop had a beautiful wooden cafe where we gorged on local pastries and some piping hot coffee. As we geared up for our ferry ride, the couple picture was mandatory, like always. We then boarded this swanky ferry boat that was fully electric, super clean, and can house a few hundred people. So look out for an inside tour of the cruise. Hi guys, so we're in one of the cruises, which is a semi-small one. This is the way it looks. We're heading to Flam, which is another scenic town. This is the lobby, and this is how the seating looks like. There are washrooms. This is the luggage area. Yep, pretty organized. Around 400 passengers. And this is how the entrance looks like. Yep. And the views are stunning. Keep checking for more videos. My husband's sitting in the corner and he isn't dancing this time. We commenced our journey with this view to start by, and then moved further into the fjords, only to be followed by these massive foams of water and pretty views like these. They also say that happy tummies make happy trips, meaning that we had to gorge on this drool-worthy donut and sip on some hot chocolate before we start. As I cloaked up to venture outside, the view from my deck looked like this. It looked nothing less than a photoshopped postcard, and I bet our faces are proof to the happiness we experienced. And now on to some video proof of what we really experienced. Check this out. This is the views. We're heading to Flam. It's unbelievably beautiful. Snow-capped mountains. This is the cruise. And check the views there. These mountains are really huge. It is a good -5 right now. It's not so windy, but it is freezing. And I definitely don't feel like leaving this place. Perfecto. Catching the perfect sunset, as we concluded our ferry ride, we docked into Flam and bid our goodbyes to this majestic electric ferry vessel. Welcomed by the tourist center at Flam, this village is really tiny and used as a quick stop by to catch trains to Myrdal and Oslo. However, we decided to spend 2 nights in this pretty village and chose this famous hotel made out of wood that reflects the Vikings era. Also, it's only 2 minutes away from the train and the ferry stop. Lined across stone-edged pathways and surrounded by majestic mountains, the Flam Railway Hotel is one of the perfect choices that we made to stay in Flam. With a cozy room for 2, decent Wi-Fi service, and a great balcony to sit out, our stay was pretty comfortable. Check out my room tour to see it for yourself. Hello people! So we've checked into the hotel at Flam. It is a very tiny town, but it's super scenic. This is what our room looks like. Ignore my open bags. This is the view. We have a small little balcony. Let's check out the view. Ooh, it's super cold. But this is how the view of my balcony looks like. Check that out. We have a super huge mountain on top with Oreo cookie mountains here. Nice place to sit and enjoy this. So pretty. Next morning, with a breakfast view like this and a delicious hot chocolate down my tummy, we chatted for a while and enjoyed a wholesome buffet which had spreads and local delicacies. I cannot begin to tell you how amazing that morning was. And so now, on to some exploring of the Flam town. So here we are at Flam. We're trying to explore the small little town. That's a small cafe. And that's our cute little wooden hotel with snow-capped mountains behind. Small little play area. Check those views. And a small bridge that takes you to the other side. My husband is figuring out his photography. And this is pretty much it. This is how small Flam is. But we're looking forward to relax, chill, and unwind. With a scenic view at pretty much every corner of the town, our hotel overlooked this waterfront. Look at how beautiful these reflections look like. Also, with me being so tiny and the snow-sprinkled mountains in the backdrop, it only proves how tiny we all are in front of nature. Along with some pebble throwing, some goofing around and shouting our names to hear our echo back, Flam was our happy place for these 2 days. And yes, that's how beautiful the local homes look like. On our day 3, we chose to visit the Stegastein Viewpoint. Located an hour away from our hotel, we drove to this brilliant work of architecture built by Todd Saunders and Tommy Wilhelmsen. The structure is a 30-meter long platform of steel propped along the mountain. It overlooks the Orleans Ford and one of the most popular tourist spots in Flam. I cannot begin to express how breathtaking these views were. With an endless sight into the fords, the river, and the open sky, the Stegastein Viewpoint serves as the perfect backdrop for amazing photos. With the sunlight in our favor, we managed to click some beautiful shots of the views and of us, of course. And well, it goes without saying that I had to do my happy jump before saying goodbye. On our way down, our driver managed to take a pit stop in order to take these views of a lifetime. I sat down and said a thank you prayer only to know that the hubster was clicking me. So one last photo at this point with him did justice to our road journey. Once we were back to the town of Flam, we spent our last evening with an educational tour of the Flam Railway. It was an interesting tour to see how the railways have advanced, in fact, how they broke mountains to make tunnels, and a sneak peek into all the equipment that was used. Such a rich bout of historic information that we loved to see at this cute museum. Next morning, we packed our bags, said goodbyes to these pixie-looking Santas, this amazing village, and boarded our train onward to Oslo. So we're heading on our way to Oslo from Flam. We are in the rail, and these are the views. Flam was one pretty destination and we're really going to miss it. It was filled with snow-capped mountains, little houses, and an awesome weather. And we look forward to going to Oslo now, back to the city life, leaving all these beautiful snow-capped mountains and rivers behind. Okay, bye. And then we wondered, how much more beautiful can a place be? Thankfully, our 6-hour train journey was equally beautiful, with so many towns passing by, thick snow all over, and happy memories filled in our hearts and mind. Secretly, I hope to visit Flam one day, someday, again. So, till I see you, dear Flam, goodbye.